morning and happy Saturday. It is the last Saturday of the shoot season, so it's a little bit sad. I thought I was going to be really late this morning actually, because I had a late night last night, so I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. So hopefully a nice fresh walk across some fields will do me the world of good. But let's get started and see how the last Saturday goes. So we're just making a start on the first drive. I've just come from a gateway over there along this hedge line, just heading up straight up this field through some trit to meet up with the maize, and the other beaters are going to meet me the other side of the hedge that's in front of me, and then the guns are that way, and we're going to push all the birds over them through the Christmas trees. So the other beaters are the other side of these trees, and we're going to push that trit through. And there is a maize block over there, push the birds that way, and the guns are all lined up the other side of the valley. We are currently holding. There are beaters the other side of these trees. There is actually a lane, so they're in the field opposite the lane. And I'm going to push the trit that way, block of maize up there. We're going to hop through the hedge and across the road, and then there is a block of Christmas trees the other side, and then the valley drops down, and that's where all the guns are. So this beating line is now coming down here, join up with us to push the birds over the hedge and over the guns.
Yeah, coming up.
Go on, through you go. Into the Christmas trees we go. Most of the time in the Christmas trees you have got a track. So I've just come down that track there, just going to head that way. But in other spots it does get quite thick, and obviously it was trimmed in the summer, but now it's all grown up again. So you do get stuck in brambles. Perfect example of a lovely, lovely track that's been trimmed. There's me saying about the really nice track I'm just about to go down. I've got to push left in a minute and go through that. Pick my path here. No. Might be able to get through here. Now we're getting a little bit steeper. Oh my god. Oh, that was my nose. Oh, almost lost it then. Back to the waterfall that I successfully avoided getting chucked in a couple of years ago. We are just about to start the second drive. We're getting all lined up, and we're going to take this field across and then the next field across. Beautiful views as always. And we are off, making a start on the second drive. Got to go through the fence in a fashion. Cool. There we go. Right, so we've come across that field, come through that gateway, and then a couple of beaters gone that way, a couple of beaters gone that way. I'm obviously waiting here. When the beater, we've done this one before, when the beater pops up there, I'm going to head to the corner of the trit, and then when they're halfway along to here, where the pen is, I'm going to go to the start of the maize, and there is another line the other side of there, and then we're all going to bring it across that way, and the guns are that way. So the easiest way to explain it is it's three sides of a square that pinch together and then push along across towards the guns. And look at the view. The sun is starting to come out on the last day. We've just started again because the beta popped up over here. They're now there. So I've come to the start of the trip. When they're about there, I'm going to start going to the end of the maze. And then we're going to go through a gateway up there and then across into the field. Now into the block of maize. Just bringing it through. And the guns are all lined out over there, the other side of the valley. If anyone's missing an iPhone cable, found it on the track. Got sweet potato and coconut soup and a baguette. There is our resident barn owl. Don't know if he's going to come out. Are you staying in? No, you're going out. So that little clip was our resident barn owl. He always flies out, so I managed to catch him before he disappeared today to get a little clip of him. But he stayed a bit longer than I thought he would, because normally he flies off much quicker, but he's probably getting a bit used to us now. And we are just making a start on the third drive. We have got a block of maize which we're going to take through. There's another beater that way, and then there's another line of beaters out there. I am going to, I don't know, that was a bit windy there. Once we get to the end of this maze, we're going to go left through the gateway. I'm going to come back up along this hedge line, link up with the beaters that are up this end, and then we're going to push it that way towards the guns. And just so you can see how steep it is, that is where we were on the first drive, and we were coming down there where the Christmas trees are. So we've just come out of the gateway down there, walked up here, got another line of beaters here. We're now taking this crop through here. The guns are lined all out there. And in a moment I might slot into the maze, or I might continue down here, depending on what's needed. I'm coming in! Yeah, that'll do. So we're just bringing the line down to the flushing point. I am ahead of the beater to the left of me, and he is ahead of the beater to the left of him. So we're doing like an arch. Working quite well. That's the third drive complete. Huffing and puffing. Gosh, you'd think I was really unfit. We're just coming back up to the barns that are just there where I started. And the buses are just here. And so we can all jump in and out onto the fourth. And I think that's the final drive of the day. The last beating drive of this season for me. So the barn owl was in the barn, the other side of that barn. And I might see if we can get him an owl box. Decided to call him Boris the barn owl. So we'll see. He's not back yet. He'll be back later. But I think calms down a little bit. We are just starting the fourth drive. I've just put the minibus back down to the yard, and I've just seen the line somewhere yonder way. So I'm just going to trot over and catch and join in. Hopefully my Apple Watch registers that I am now running. Just got to get through these branches. Oh. Getting through. somewhere. It's like a graveyard of maize. Cool. I'm out puff. So we're just bringing this block of maize across that way. There's a line coming from the top down and another line coming this way. And then the guns are all lined out down in that direction. On again. Right. Through we go. Oh. No, that's not too bad. That's a good one. Ooh. And another block of maize to go through. Now taking this block through to the first track. Guns are all that way, remember. Now on the track, waiting, and the back line is there, so they're going to come down, and then that side's going to squeeze and we're going to push. So the back line's coming down and I'm going to fold in with them. So that is the last drive of the 2023-24 season complete for me. That's the last drive that I'll be beating on, and then we've got Beaters Day in a few days time. So I hope you've all had a lovely season, and if you've had your Beaters Day on Saturday, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you've got your Beaters Day the coming week, I hope you enjoy that as well. So I shall see you all soon. Bye bye.